Hey guys, Akshay here from Gadget Diary, and today we have with us Asus Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro smartphone. Company has announced Zenfone 4 series in India and they will be bringing Zenfone 4 Selfie and Selfie Pro in the Indian market. In this video we are going to do the unboxing of Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro, and as you can see we have the retail unit with us. So we will be discussing about its features and we will be talking about the box contents. So this is how the packaging looks like. You can see 4G VoLTE, and we have some information about the device mentioned on the back. You can see it comes with this 4 times brighter low light f1.8 Sony IMX362 selfie camera. Then you have this 24 megapixel duo pixel camera technology, Asus super pixel engine image processor, 120 wide view dual selfie camera. So you do get dual cameras on this device, and then we have some more information mentioned over here. Selfie Pro 5.5 and the model number is ZD552KL. We will be discussing about these details in a minute. And the MRP is 25,999. We are expecting it to be priced at around 20 to 22,000, but we need to wait for the final pricing. So the first thing is the smaller box, which seems to have a SIM ejector pin and a case as well. So you will get these manuals, which is a quick start guide. Then you have this case, which is a soft case. Let me just try and open this so that you can have a better look at the case. So this is how the case looks like, just a normal case. Then you have this Asus Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro smartphone. Let me just open this, and the in-hand feel is really nice. It looks nice, and as you can see you get this dual camera placement in the front, and the back has this smooth finish. Now let's check out other contents which are present in the box. So here you get a standard cable, which is a USB to micro USB cable for charging your smartphone. Since Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro comes with this micro USB port, so you get this micro USB cable. Then you have these earphones, which are in-ear earphones, standard looking earphones with some extra ear tips. And finally you get this charging adapter, which is the Asus charging adapter, and here is the output rating. Let me just try and read it. It is 2 amp at 5 volts. So these are the contents that you will get if you order Asus Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro smartphone. So here's the Asus Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro smartphone. Talking first about the design and build quality, the phone feels quite solid in hand. It has this metal construction and yet it feels really light in weight. The metal is smooth on the back side. You get the 16 megapixel back camera, and you do have antenna bands running on the back side. On the right side you have the volume rocker and the power key. On the top you don't get any ports or buttons. On the left side you have the SIM card tray, and on the bottom side you have a micro USB port, speaker outlet, and a 3.5mm audio jack. In the front you get this dual camera placement. One is capable of capturing 24 megapixel selfies, the other one is a 5 megapixel wide angle camera. Then you have soft LED flash, you have a 5.5 inch full HD display, below which you have an integrated fingerprint sensor. This is the home button, and then you have 2 touch buttons. One is back, one is multitasking button. Both have backlit. Overall, in terms of design and build quality, the phone feels quite nice in hand. The in-hand feel is really good, and it looks like a good smartphone in terms of overall design. Coming to the display part, this is a 5.5 inch full HD display, and it is being protected by 2.5D curved Corning Gorilla Glass. The viewing angles are really nice. It is a very bright and a vivid display. You do have settings available so that you can adjust the color of the display. So here you can see you have the screen color adjustment options. Currently it is in the super color. If you turn to standard, you'll find it looks more natural, but in terms of super color mode, it looks more punchy. Moving on, let's talk about the hardware and the software part. The phone is being powered by a Snapdragon 625 processor. Here is the benchmark scores. So it scores 66,000 plus in the N22 benchmark, and here are the detailed specifications. It runs on Android 7.1.1 out of the box. It has Adreno 506 GPU in it, 4 GB of RAM, out of which currently 1.1 GB is available, 64 GB of storage, out of which you get around 50.5 GB of storage. Now here you can see the rear camera is 16, as we told you. The front camera is a 12 megapixel sensor which has dual pixel technology. We will be discussing about that, how it actually captures 24 megapixel images in a bit. And here's the list of sensors. So you get all the major sensors like accelerometer, game rotation, gravity, gyroscope, step detector, proximity, step counter, etc. So in terms of performance, we feel that this device will be able to handle all your day-to-day applications and even heavy multitasking and gaming without any issues. We have seen Snapdragon 625 perform really well in day-to-day usage. Talking about the software part, the phone is running on Android 7.1.1, and along with that, company has done modification. You get the Zen UI on top, so you get a lot of customization features from the company. You can modify the themes, you can install more themes, and the Zen UI themes, you can lock applications and have more settings. So if I go to the settings menu, here you can see you have different settings. You can modify the display settings, then you have normal settings, then you have Zen UI safeguard, wallpaper and themes, special modes. So it has kid mode, so if you're giving this device to a kid, you can turn that on, and pretty much normal stuff that you have seen in Asus devices. In terms of bloatware, you do get 1 or 2 applications pre-installed on the device, but not a lot of bloatware there. You have the applications like GoToPay, then Facebook, etc. Then you do have the mobile manager application, which allows you to manage your smartphone in an effective way. So what it does is, you can check the data usage, you can check power, boost your device, turn or block the notifications, clean up the device, and check security and permissions. So in terms of hardware and software, this is a good device, but once we consider the price point, there are smartphones which are available nearly at half the price, offering you the same specifications. But again, this might be available in offline and online market, so we will be waiting for a final verdict till the final price is announced for the Indian market. Now let's come on to the camera part. So you get this 16 megapixel back camera which has face detection autofocus. Then you have this dual camera placement in the front, a 24 megapixel capable camera and a 5 megapixel capable camera. So if I shift to the front camera, before that let me just show you the modes. So you do get these modes for the back camera. So if I shift to the front camera, here you can see, I'm not sure, that this is currently in the 12 megapixel mode, because this has a 12 megapixel sensor, but you can turn this 24 megapixel duo pixel mode on, then it will take 24 megapixel images. What it does is, it actually has dual pixel technology, and if you know about Samsung devices, they had this same technology, but they were using those pixels for focusing. Here the company is using those additional pixels to merge with the 12 megapixel sensor and give you a higher resolution image. We will be discussing more about it later, but it essentially has a 12 megapixel sensor and uses dual pixel technology to give you 24 megapixel images. Then you have a wide angle mode as well to take wide angle selfies. So we have captured some images using the front and the back camera, and as you can see, the back camera seems to work well. These images were taken using the back camera, and this was taken in complete darkness at around 11 PM in night in our balcony. The only light source was the flash. Not the best performance, but when compared to other smartphones, it certainly gives you a great image. Was taken indoor at around roughly the same time. This is a 24 megapixel image. This was taken in wide mode, so you can see the wide mode captures much more details. You can completely see the photo frame and tube light. So the wide mode works well for group selfies. This was taken in normal mode with beautification on. This was again taken in 24 megapixel mode. Now this was taken in wide mode. You can see more details. There is a slight curve over here due to wide angle lens. 12 megapixel mode, and this was taken using the back camera. So the camera is something which is working fine on this device, and the main competition for this device will be Vivo and Oppo smartphones, which focuses more on selfie rather than other features. Same goes for this device. It does have a good design and build quality. It does have Snapdragon 625, a 5.5 inch Full HD display, and great set of cameras, but pricing is more on the higher side when compared to other smartphones which are available in the market. The phone comes with a 3000 mAh battery and should give you a battery life of up to 1 day. With moderate users, for heavy users it might not last for an entire day, but again, this is just an initial verdict. We will be doing a detailed review very soon. Till then, stay tuned and thanks for watching.